The next part of the video is me talking about Digital Foundry. Digital Foundry did their video about the cost of next-gen consoles because the Xbox One X is $499. What's going to be the cost of the next generation consoles? So they did a video on that, and in the video, I believe the 7 minute and 10 second mark, they talked about how they had an interview with Sony and how I'm talking about their E3 2017 interview with Sony, talking to Mark Sony, the designer, I guess you could say, the architecture of the PS4, about how they think about generations. Now, we already know what Sony said about PS5. They kind of hinted that it is not coming, but things change all the time. But what they said really confirmed in my head that PS4 is going to be here for a very long time. The guy on Digital Foundry basically, just to sum it up, he said, and like I said, it's the 7 minute and 10 second time gate in the video. I have the link down below. He basically said that they still believe in console generations, and he was talking about how a new generation is like a big reset button, where a console generation lasts more than just 3 years. Now, Microsoft has already said their stance on generations. They're trying to blur the line between generation to generation. Okay, so small incremental upgrades to their console. So we might get a Xbox One X2 in 3 years. We might get a Xbox One X3 in the next 6 years. So like they already said their stance on it. So when Sony releases their next, Microsoft is going to release their next. And they already covered their butt in, look, people buying Xbox One X this year, just get ready to buy an Xbox every 3 years, because that's what Microsoft has hinted at them doing. They're going to, in a way, do that. They're going that route. But Sony, they still believe in the whole generational reset button, where PS5 is going to be a big leap. Not just a mini leap, but a big, big, big leap from PS4. And it's going to be such a leap that PS4 games will have to be patched to play on 5. It's not just going to be backwards compatible. See, the 5 is going to be, and I'm telling you, I'm walking away from that interview like this. The 5 is going to literally be a new console with new hardware. And they also said that the next generation of graphic chips and graphic cards and stuff is going to be out in 2019. So that in my head has made me think Sony's next might be 2020 and beyond, or 2020 to 2021. That is the window I see PS5 dropping. But the fact that they say that, it's a reset button, PS4 still doesn't have some of the games they announced in 2016 out yet. I see Death Stranding coming out in 2019, if not 2020. I would say 2019, and then the reset happens on 2020 or 2021. So that's what I'm pulling out of that interview. So Sony still believes in console generations, and PS4 Pro was it's in my head, I believe PS4 Pro is next gen in disguise. But look, when that PS5 name drops, it's gonna be, I'm talking about, so different that, like I said, PS4 games ain't gonna be backwards compatible with it. You'll have to patch PS4 games just like how they did PS4 to PS3. See, PS3 was able to play PS2 games because the PS2 was built in the PS3 to play PS2 games, and that made it expensive. And I don't think Sony wants to break the bank like they did with PS3. $600 was, gamers looked at that like, what? But like I said, PS5 is gonna be a big reset button. And that just confirms in my head PS5 will not be held back by the PS4, just like how Xbox One X is held back by Xbox One. Look, and it is what it is. I think that Sony wants to ride this PS4 until the tires burn off. The rubber on the tires burn off. And I say 2021, you might see PS5 in 2022. But write in the comment section of the things I talked about. I just thought it was really interesting, these two topics, but I would love to hear your thoughts. God bless you for stopping by. Please rate the video. Hashtag like, hashtag dislike. Put some feedback in the comment section below so I can get better to give you better content. Thank you. Also, please consider subscribing for more gaming news from console to PC and maybe even tablets and phones. But that's all she wrote. This has been Raw, coming at you raw. Pieces. Now this video is going to be two topics, okay? The first topic, I'm going to talk about how Sony, Sean Layton, president over there at Sony Entertainment America, he basically just said that every game that had the 2018 release date from their E3 2017 conference is going to be released in the first